I need you to tell me about Rock's operation.
I ain't going out like that.
You disappoint me. I don't handle disappointment well.
I want to buy into your operation.
Me, changes things between me and her a whole lot more.
As soon as we get our head count right, we're gonna move on to Sellies.
We can't beat him.
And we don't need to beat him. We just need to make him bleed.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about Power Book 3 Raising Kanan Season 2, Episode 9. This is the What to Expect video for Episode 9, and it is based off the trailer that they put out. Now the title of the episode is called Antitrust, and the description of the episode reads, with his living situation threatened, Famous reaches out to Lou as a last-ditch effort. Rock receives a new business proposal and must eliminate a threat. Burt closes in on what really happened in Baisley Park. So those are the key elements of this next upcoming episode. It's about to go down, y'all. We only got 2 more episodes left, and the way that episode 8 ended, it got everybody asking questions. Did Marvin survive? What really happened? And what's next for Rock and this organization, the Italians, Unique? I mean, things are getting very, very interesting in my opinion, and I cannot wait to see, what's going to happen. Now, you guys, make sure you checked out my last video. I dropped the episode 8 recap for you guys. What a crazy episode. And just like in Power history, they continue to drop episode 8 bangers. And usually in episode 8, we get like a major death. So this is why everybody's asking, did Marvin survive? Is this it? I say this. I think Marvin most likely did survive, y'all. I think he's good. When it comes to Miss Renee, I'm not thinking the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Going by the episode 8 history and seeing that we, usually see some type of death in episode 8, I believe it is Miss Renee. Yes, we know Dominic got taken out in the last episode, but who cares about him? I mean, who cares about Pee Wee Herman? I mean, look at him. Look at this guy. Why is his mouth open like that? Guy looking like a damn drunk. But I believe Miss Renee's death is more impactful to Marvin, and I believe it's going to change him forever. I mean, he was using things that she taught him, and it actually worked. At first, he didn't want to do it, but he listened, and she really did care for him. That's the sad part. She really cared for him, and she wanted him to complete this program and use the tools that she gave him. He finally used them, and then boom, this happens, right? So we're definitely going to talk more about this Marvin and Miss Renee thing this week, so stay tuned for that. But I definitely think your boy Marvin survived. But what did we see in this episode 9 trailer? I'm going to try my best to focus on all the key points. If I miss anything, you guys let me know down below. Now, what's not in the trailer is Rock and Jukebox's picture right here. This is the thumbnail for the next upcoming episode. And it seems like Jukebox is going to have a conversation with Rock. And I'm pretty sure she's going to tell Rock exactly what happened to her in this last episode. On top of that, seeing that Marvin got shot, we know it's going to be a tough conversation regardless. So we're going to see what Rock is going to do. Knowing Rock, in this episode, she ain't going to be playing around. If you notice, she has on red. And usually when you have on red, especially if you're Rock, bad things are going to happen for people that's not on her side. So I'm expecting Rock to be on one in episode 9. And I'm expecting a whole lot of action to pop off. But it's definitely going to be a tough conversation between Jukebox and Rock. And I wonder if Rock is going to do something to Kenya. I did see some people talk about that, about Rock possibly doing something, because what happened to Jukebox in the last episode was crazy. And Rock don't play around. And, we going to find out. I know Rock did tell Jukebox that not everybody deserves to be in your life. So y'all know Jukebox is going to be like, you was right. You know what I'm saying? You was right about what you told me. But I think the majority of this conversation will be about, Marvin being shot and what's going to happen next. Now in the trailer, we see Sal Boselli and Unique having a conversation, and Sal wants to know how Rock's organization, her operation, is running. He wants to know everything, right? All the details. But we know Unique is telling him he is not going out like that. We know he is working up under Rock. He is running the Jersey operation, and he's like, look, I ain't about to sit up here and jeopardize what I got going on because you need intel on Rock. And at the same time, we know Unique, he did help out Marco Boselli. He helped set up the deal with Rock and Sal Boselli. So y'all know Unique most likely is going to have to choose sides. He's going to have to. And just like I told you guys a few days ago, I mean, is whether you deal with the devil you do know versus the devil that you don't know. Unique knows what he's dealing with when he's messing around with Rock. He knows if he keeps his business and he doesn't screw her over, most likely things will go well. Working with Sal Boselli, he's not necessarily, going to just jump in and give him all the intel and just trust everything that he's talking about, because his son just died. On top of that, he's looking for blood. So Unique has to make sure he makes the right move. I told y'all at the very beginning of the season, I honestly believe something's going to happen to, somebody in Unique's family, whether it's his baby's mom's or his son, but something is bound to happen in my opinion. That is my prediction for him. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. I mean, I don't want to see nothing happening, to his son, but something is bound to happen with Unique. He ain't just about to come in and choose Rock and think everything's going to be good with the Italians. That's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So even though he's going to choose, he has to be ready for those consequences. You guys let me know how y'all see that all playing out. But from the looks of it, Unique has been on code. Regardless of his personal beefs with Rock, he's kept it code. And really, that's how he was in season 1. He just trying to keep it straight code and go by the rules of the game. But it seems like that just may cost him. We shall see. Now, we hear Sal Boselli talking about, you disappoint me, and he does not handle disappointment well. He's pissed off. So, somebody is definitely going to be paying. Now, also, when it comes, to Unique, we know Juliana was upset that Rock is doing business with him still. So, she has to make sure she keeps that under control, and that, of course, the Colombians don't get involved in all this. She needs to keep them neutralized at all costs, because I can see this, whole thing just blowing over. And from the looks of it, that's the last thing she wants, right? Now, as I told you guys earlier, Rock will be dressed in red, and I believe she's going to be making power moves, right? And I got a feeling, this whole move with the Cartier Duns may not go as planned. Hopefully, Rock is able, to handle things with him, but we're going to see, his hand open up a little bit. We're going to see how he wants to operate with Rock, because this whole time, all he's been doing is running his mouth, telling Rock everything about how he is doing business, the people that he's working with. I mean, you would think he's known Rock for years, but he is just trying to impress her. So now he is talking about buying into her operation. I predicted that Cartier Duns will try to do business with her somehow, some way, because she is watching his every move, and I'm pretty sure he is watching her a little bit. And, he wants to expand as well. He wants to continue to get this money. So that's exactly what he is going to do. So we're going to see how that's all going to play out. We know Rock, she is making moves behind his back with Tremont. And I'm pretty sure she's going to end up getting that Abraham character out of jail. So she is pretty much setting up shop for her in the long run. The last thing Rock needs to do is create issues with Cartier Duns. We know the description does state that Rock receives a new business proposal and must eliminate a threat. So, is Cartier Duns a part of this threat? Is it something else? I mean, we know she's going to be dealing with the Italians, but I got a feeling Rock is going to have to make some more moves when it comes to, Cartier Duns and doing, possible business with him. You guys let me know. Now, also in the trailer, we see Detective Howard and Kanan having a conversation. We know Kanan is talking about, I know you my pops and stuff like that, but it's going to change things between me and you. But more importantly, it's going to change a lot of things between me and Rock. So we're going to see how this is all going to play out. We know Kanan is getting tired of all the lies Rock continues to tell him. I was hoping that he would just throw down that DNA test about, him being his pops, and letting Rock know, like, look, I know 100% sure that you lying. So we're going to see how this whole storyline is going to go. I told y'all it's going to be a big moment when this does happen. But from the looks of it, Kanan is definitely moving in a different direction when it comes to his relationship with his moms, which in the long run, it can make things even worse, because she needs everybody intact when it comes to this whole family thing. And also the description does state that Burke closes in on what really happened in Baisley Park. So Burke ain't gonna give up. She's not gonna stop until something really bad happens to her. She's getting closer and closer, and she wants that 100% proof. We will be talking more about Detective Burke this week, so I want you guys to stay tuned for that video. But man, this girl, she's just not gonna learn until somebody really does something to her. Now in the trailer, we can see Rock having a conversation with Lulu, and she's telling him as soon as they get the head count right, they will be making a move on the Bosellis, right? Now Lulu was talking about, we can't beat him. You know what I'm saying? He's scared. And I did, see some of you guys mention that last season, Marvin stepped up to the plate and he saved his brother. when Lulu was about to be taken out. This season, we gonna see what Lulu's gonna do because he has to make some major moves. He has to step up. I mean, he has to stop thinking about Zisa and clapping her cheeks and think about what's really going on, because if he doesn't, it can be night time for your boy Lulu. Now, Rock says, look, we don't need to beat them. We just need to make them bleed. We see Lulu pulling out the strap on somebody. Most likely it's an Italian, and I believe it may be the Jimmy character. I could be completely wrong, but we know Jimmy, the same guy that was working with Dominic, he's a guy that shot Marvin, and he needs to pay for his actions, right? And in my opinion, I don't believe he finished the job. You don't shoot nobody and just walk off, especially a hit. When you have a hit like that, you make sure they ain't breathing. And Unique just talked about this in the last episode. This guy, Jimmy, and his partner that he was with, they fired those shots off and they got up out of there. But Salvo Sully wants Marvin dead. And I believe Jimmy did not finish the job, which is going to be an issue. So it's whether Lulu's going to take him out or Salvo Sully's going to take Jimmy out his damn self for not finishing the job. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Now, also in the trailer, it does state that Famous will reach out to Lulu as a last-ditch effort. We know Famous, he is staying at that apartment. We know Crown Camacho was helping him stay there, giving, I guess, the landlord there some studio time. So we're going to see what Lulu's going to do as far as helping out Famous, but he's going to need something. And what about the whole body popping back up? You already know they found that card on Crown Camacho. Most likely they will be going to Bulletproof Records, and they're going to have some questions. So hopefully Lulu didn't do anything that's going to trace it back to him, but from the looks of it, he's already did that. And that's a huge mistake. We talked about this in the recap. Like, how do you make a rookie mistake like this? You have to know how to eliminate bodies, Lulu. This is not the time to be messing around. You have to get the job done. So we're going to see what's going to happen in episode 9. And, I'm expecting this episode to be crazy, y'all. But leave your theories, predictions. Leave it all down below. We will continue to talk about Power Book 3 raising Kanan this week. Stay tuned for the videos. It's about to go down, man, and I cannot wait to see it. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.